Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Northfield Podcast. I am your host, Caleb Gordon. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to be a part of the program today. In the news again is Grace Life Church in Alberta, Canada. James Coates Church. James just got out of prison for defying the state. He told Caesar, listen, I'm going to have church. My mandate comes from the Lord, not from the state. And he opened his doors and he had church. The state did not like that. They threw a fit and actually jailed him. He was in prison for 3 months. No access to his family. Didn't have any access really to the outside world. But he went to prison willingly. And they just let him out about 2 weeks ago. And now the state of Alberta is now seizing the property. They're seizing the property itself. This is in Canada. I get it. They're a socialist country. Socialism is the rule. But this is what happens when you don't have a constitutional republic. You have a socialist country. This is what socialism does. They seize and take what the government takes what they deem worthy or not essential. And Grace Life Church has defied the orders. They've gathered and worshiped as they should. And now they're being punished. Mark my words, this is coming to America. This kind of demonic force is coming to America. Notice we're not shutting down churches in Alberta, Canada that are seeker-friendly or charismatic in some nature. They're not shutting those guys down. But guys that are biblically minded, reformed Christians and pastors and churches are being shut down. Like they're being shut down. And I'm telling you, this kind of stuff is coming. John chapter 16 says, man, I've told you these things that would keep you from falling away. So Jesus is telling this. They will put you out of the synagogues. Indeed, the hour is coming when they will kill you and think they are offering God a service. It's John chapter 16. And they will do these things because they have not known the Father nor me. But I have said these things to you, that when the hour comes, you may remember that I told them to you. So Jesus is saying, listen, there's coming a day. They're going to throw you out of the synagogues. They're going to shut you down. They're going to potentially kill you and think they're doing God a favor because you're a narrow-minded, Bible-thumping nut job. Like that's what they're going to think and teach and believe. That's happening in the world right now. Just north of America in Canada, this is happening at a Bible-believing church, Bible-teaching, Bible-believing church, Grace Life Church, right now. And I think what happens in America is we see and hear these things and we go, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, not a big deal. It's not happening here, so we just turn a blind eye. Guys, it's happening, and it's more than likely going to eventually happen here. So what do? How do we stand up against this? We gather. We gather and we worship regardless of what the state says. Our mandates come from the Lord, not from the state. So it is time that we take Hebrews literally, and we do not forsake the gathering together. Because if you forsake the gathering together and say, it's not... we can stay home and stay safe. This is how they slip in and steal liberty. This is how liberty is taken from us. Like this is how persecution begins here in America. And I know people saying, oh, Caleb, persecution's not really happening here in America. It's not that bad. Granted, you're right. It's not that bad yet. You know why? Because we've got faithful brothers and sisters who say, I will not close my doors. We will be gathering. Man, there are brothers that I know who have kept their church doors open the entire time. They've never closed their doors once during this quote-unquote pandemic. And I'm telling you, we need to be aware. We need to stay vigilant. We need to stay focused. We need to stay focused on the gospel of Jesus Christ, and we need to be proclaiming it, and we need to have our doors open. If we don't have our doors open, we're not proclaiming the gospel. Open your doors. Pastors, grow a spine. Even if they lock your church up in chains, you gather. Guarantee you watch Grace Life will gather in a parking lot somewhere. They'll gather somewhere. It don't matter. They'll gather and they'll worship together because they follow the mandate from Jesus, not from the state. And we need to do the same, brothers and sisters. We need to stay awake, stay vigilant, stay on fire for the Lord Jesus Christ. Let's go.